on, guys? Jake Peffer here. Welcome back to Jake's Cinema Room. I'm back with another review for you. Today I'm going to be looking at the Disney Plus series, The Mighty Ducks Game Changers Season 2. Now, this is a TV show that is based off of the Mighty Ducks series that Disney had in the 90s. A series that I grew up on, and you know, they're not the greatest movies overall, but they're fun sports movies. So when they had announced that there was going to be a Disney Plus series based off of the movies, I thought, okay, you know, I'm down for this. The first season actually was surprisingly very good. You know, you had Emilio Estevez come back as Gordon Bombay. You had a few cameos thrown here and there from some of the original members of the Mighty Ducks team. But the more surprising part of it was this new group of kids that they had. Actually all worked well for me. I even like Lauren Graham as the main kid's mom. You know, it had a lot going for it, and I think as far as that first season goes, everything worked really well. Now, when we get to season 2, there's a bit of controversy where they didn't bring back Emilio Estevez because he didn't want to get vaccinated for COVID-19, yada, yada, yada. He's not in this season, and his replacement is Josh Duhamel, an actor who I'm not crazy about, but I do have to say he actually won me over with his performance in this season of the show. And basically this time, with this season, we're following the kids as they go to a summer camp for hockey, but it's an elite hockey camp. You know, this is some of the best kids in the area, and the problem with this season is it seems like this team regresses. Because in that first season, it's just like the original movie. You know, you got a bunch of random kids. A couple of them are pretty good at hockey. The rest of them don't really play it, or have never played, or have never even skated before. And they bring them all together. Eventually, they all perform well enough, and they end up winning, you know, the game that they need to win at the end of the season. With this, it feels like all of the players except for the main kid, Evan, basically forgot how to play hockey, and then they're going to go to this elite camp for hockey players and be good somehow. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, because why would you take, you know, you built up these characters to be something, and then you're going to take the majority of them and just make them not good at the sport that the show's about again. It's a very odd choice that they make, but I guess it's because they need to progress the kids again throughout the duration of this season, which unfortunately doesn't work quite as well as that first season. Because with this one, you get a lot of what feels like filler throughout. Yeah, we get some new characters introduced. Yes, all except 2 of the original kids from the first season are all coming back. Lauren Graham is back. And then you add in Josh Duhamel's Coach Cole as kind of an antagonist, but not really. So, you know, you have that going on throughout most of the season, and then by the end, it just ends up being kind of whatever. It's very anticlimactic. And, you know, I was a little disappointed. Not that the first season was like the end-all, be-all, greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, but it was an entertaining show. It was an entertaining show that had every right to be bad. And I thought they actually made it pretty good. This still isn't bad by any means, but it's definitely pales in comparison to that first season. This second season just feels like it doesn't really know what it wants to do with a lot of the characters, so it tries a few different things throughout, and then by the end of it, it's just like, okay, you know, that was something. I do hope that it gets renewed for a 3rd season, because I'd like to see more of these kids, and it's nice to see a show about hockey, which is a sport I feel like doesn't get a lot of, you know, really good recognition a lot of the time compared to some other sports. So it's nice to see a kids show that actually is, you know, encouraging kids to get out there and play hockey. So I do like that aspect of it. I just wish it would have been a little bit more like that first season and not quite as, you know, forgetful as this one. Overall, I would still probably give this season probably about a 6 out of 10. Like I said, it's definitely not bad by any means. There's just a lot going on here that feels unnecessary, and even though there's some fun to be had, it definitely could have been more improved. And when you compare it to that first season, it just doesn't work quite as well, unfortunately. But that is about it for me, guys. If you have seen The Mighty Ducks Game Changers Season 2, Please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more reviews in the near future. I'll leave all my links down below and where you can follow me and view more of my reviews. And until next time, guys, I will catch you all later.